anybody that bears blessings is your name.
Now lie, yo. That's why I put CEO to differentiate all the weary blessings. That's why I put actually blessings that are mad. If you call me blessing, I won't answer until you put CEO. You see, you always shout blessings. Have you shout blessing, farmer? I won't even come back until I hear CEO, and I said,
Blessings, CEO.
so you're calling my name like commando.
Relationship therapist. What certifications do you have to qualify as a therapist?
I have a lot of certifications. You're going to run a lot of courses depending on what you want, because relationship therapy is very broad. So we have lots of therapies, and we have family therapies, we have sexual therapies, we have relationship, depending on where you, just like medicine, when you say you want to be a gynecologist, you want to be a heart surgeon, you want to be a pediatrician, that's how it's quite wild.
Before I ask you the type of therapy you practice, what certifications or exams did you write to qualify you
There are
as a
lots
therapist?
of certifications.
Like examples?
Use your Google. I don't like to put out my certifications online because
But your certifications are meant to be public if you're doing a profession for the public.
it's
For
the
example,
government that have the right to ask me, not on a podcast.
I'm not asking you to question your authenticity. Like, if I'm a doctor, for example, or I'm a lawyer, it's right for me to write
I'm
barrister.
telling you, there are lots of them that I don't want to mention. I don't want to give it away for free. Let them do their research.
But what if I'm a potential client?
If you're a potential, that means you've paid me, so I will tell you.
No, but before you pay, sometimes you need to be sure of what you want to buy.
No, you're not coming to me to become a therapist. You're coming to me because you have a problem.
But me having a problem doesn't mean that you are qualified to solve my problem.
Then don't come. Keep your problem to yourself.
You're a therapist.
Everybody is not my client. I don't need everybody. That's the reason why we have different hospitals. We have different therapists. So go to the people you're comfortable with.
Do you have a therapist? Do you sometimes think that you yourself need a
I
therapist?
have a therapist. Every therapist needs a therapist.
Oh, therapists get therapists.
Yes, now I get people wait on tape with you for this job, both by age, profession. I have a therapist that is also my mentor.
Can you mention the person's name?
He's my mentor. He's outside the country.
What's
His name is Praise. Shout out to Praise.
But you are willing to tell me your mentor's name for free.
Yes, because you don't know his surname. Anybody could be Praise.
All right. Blessings, see you.
Yeah.
I've gotten to know that the name CEO has been with your name as far as anybody can remember. CEO of what business in particular?
Break or Makeup Global. This business has been running for like 9 years. I started from the media before I got a physical office.
So tracking back to where you started, are you willing to talk about so many things that got your brand to where you are today? Are you
Why
willing
not?
to be vulnerable?
I'm always vulnerable.
Are you sure you're vulnerable?
People know me for that.
That
I'm
you're
an open
vulnerable?
book.
There was an house saga.
Mhm.
They said you went to a place that wasn't yours and you took a picture and you claimed that it was yours.
Mhm.
What happened? And how did you feel after that?
I didn't feel anything because it was a blessing in disguise.
But did you really go there to go and snap?
Yes,
your
I
picture?
did.
So you went to do fake life?
No, it wasn't fake life as per se. I was actually just driving past. I saw a building. As of then, I was building my own house. So it was like a building where people were carrying sand from outside, chip-ins. And I saw the stone tower while I was driving past. So I was going to pick up my kids from school. So when we're coming back from school run, we stopped by there. I went into the building. I was asking the person there, I think the manager, I like the stone towers. We got talking. Then he said, the person who put the stone towers, he doesn't have the person's number, but the person is going to be here in 2 weeks' time. I told him, okay, I just stay around the estate. We exchanged number. And I just took my normal picture. That picture was taken 2 months before I even used it.
What caption did you use on the picture?
Okay, on my 30th birthday, I wanted to celebrate it in Lagos, and I was looking for something that was going to go viral. So I was going through my photo booth album, and I saw, okay, I took this beautiful picture. I mixed it with my building, uncompleted building, and I said, a few years ago, I didn't have a house. A few years later, I finished building my house. The stone that they threw at me, I used it to build myself.
So you stylishly made people believe that you are once homeless. Now you are a landlord at that time.
Not stylishly. Everybody do it. I'm not the first.
To do
The
fake
difference
life.
is that I got caught. Everybody lives fake life in Lagos, so let's not even go there.
But some of us don't live fake life.
A lot of people live fake life. I was just a scapegoat. I got caught.
All right, you said something now that caught my attention. You said you have kids, you're going to pick your kids. You have kids, like your own kids and not fake life kids.
I have my own kids.
You have your
2
own kids.
Yeah.
Are you married?
I used to be married, but I'm divorced.
You divorced.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
No need to be sorry. Why?
Divorced.
Yeah.
Don't you think people might perceive you being a conflict of your professional life if you are married, you were married and you're divorced, and then you're a relationship expert and therapist?
That's the reason where Nigerians are a bit naive and a bit ignorant. Being a therapist has nothing to do with your personal life. It's a course. It's like going to ask a medical doctor, do you have children before you can deliver my kids? So the profession is different from your personal. A lot of people who are married don't know about marriage.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But my problem is there might be a shift in perspective. So
Divorcees give the best advice because you're talking from experience. You felt it.
but you can't give what you don't have. If you're a divorcee, you cannot help build a marriage because you couldn't build yours.
Because when it comes to marriage, it takes two to become one. No matter how good you are and the other person refuses, you can't kill the person. You just have to work.
So are you saying that you are unlucky with your choice of partner?
I'm going to say if I marry myself, I'll stay married. But if I marry somebody else, I can't force the person to become a better person. It's just by choice. Principle.
Do you think you were a good wife to your
I was a good
ex-partner?
wife. Very good. And I was quite young. If there was anything I did wrong in my marriage, if I'm to remember, I married at 18. I was just young and naive and stubborn. Just a normal youthful exuberance a normal young girl would do. So
What did you think you did wrong that broke your marriage?
nothing. We're not just compatible. We couldn't cohabit. There was domestic violence. And I took a walk.
I apologize and I feel sorry about that.
Nah.
But this seems to be the same chain of things that we've heard from every marriage. Cohabitation was difficult, domestic abuse.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll get back to that. I have a lot of questions that's on my head because I've been really observing your brand for a long time. What I think I love most about your brand is the audacity and the tenacity. Like the audacity that you could fight anybody, you could call anybody, and you're sort of shameless, if that's the right word to say.
Mhm.
Nobody can shame you, nobody can slap you with anything in the face that you once did this. You don't let people weaponize your past against you.
Mhm.
And I think that's an admirable factor. I might not support some of the things that you do sometimes because you sort of don't draw the line on some things. And that brings my next question.
Mhm.
You said something about Benin people. I
Mhm.
don't want to say it because I might be wrong with your code. Can you repeat what you said?
I said it is very rare before you see a mother train a responsible child in Benin. Rare was the word.
And you used a particular word and 5 and 6.
Remind me.
I don't know if you were the one that said it, but I read on a blog, on a popular blog, that you said Benin people and prostitution are 5 and 6.
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say
So what do you mean by it's very rare for someone to
that.
to
Rare
raise
simply means it's hard.
to raise somebody responsibly in Benin?
It's hard, yes,
Why?
because it's there. It's been there. Benin has been known for a place where they might not be prostitute, but that's what they pride in. You know, they actually picked offense when I said that. They were saying there are prostitutions in every other state. Yes, there are. But mostly Benin people, they pride in it. Like it's something, two things they pride in. They pride in, okay, prostitution and jazz. You see them saying, I be Benin girl, I be a show. They don't hide it. You go to Europe, once you just say you're Benin, there's already a perception, no matter how we want to deceive ourselves. Even a lot of Benin men say they cannot marry Benin women. It's a perception that might not be true, but that perception has been long. So according to the stories from history, the Oba of Benin have stopped it long ago. So initially, before there were lots of child trafficking, it was like normal. You see a mother carry the child to auntie, please carry my pikin, go Italy.
Okay.
Until when the Oba stopped it. So even if you're doing it right now, you'll be doing it codedly.
Yeah.
But then it was like an open, once you are 14, they said 8 years. The Benin confirmed it, 8 years. A lot of them said, one particular girl that always makes noise from Benin, they always say it. I have a lot of people who come to me, their mother gave them away. Some parents were ignorant about it. Some parents felt it was a way of giving their children a better life. So it was called child trafficking then. You will see young, small girls into prostitution. Some of their parents might not know because when these people want to pick these children, they tell them, I will take them to school. Just like picking young kids for house girl. Let's leave the Benin now. Let's generalize it. Your poor parents will be happy that, okay, my children can go to school, but they don't know what they're doing to your children. So that video I did was more of an awareness. But trust the bloggers, they just have the way of enjoying themselves with some funny trends.
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. What state are you from?
I'm from Ebonyi State.
What do people in Ebonyi pride themselves as?
We pride ourselves in hustle. We are very strong. We have dignity. They know us for being naive and we are hustlers.
In Ebonyi?
Yes.
What's the slogan for Ebonyi State?
Salt of the nation.
Salt of the nation.
We give tests.
You've had scandals with a lot of people. And it's very intriguing how you are able to go through all of that.
Okay.
Blessing, CEO, and Fina.
I didn't have scandal with Fina.
Oh, I didn't mean scandal. I'm going to scandals, but I'm talking about, let me call it scuffles.
It's not scuffles. She just wanted to chase Clout. I didn't even respond to her. She's a small girl.
You responded to her. I saw you and one lady, beautiful lady, that was very loaded with words. I've seen the lady in real life.
It's not even a response. That was more like sarcasm. If I respond to Fina, she will close down her Instagram page. That was not a response. I was playing. I didn't respond to Fina. And that was why that was my personal assistant. I needed my personal assistant to talk to her because Fina is a small girl. If I respond to her, she would shut down. She would disable her account. That's how powerful my words are.
Wow.
My words get so powerful that people even want to arrest me. That's how powerful it is.
You've been arrested before? A couple of times?
Yeah, lots of times.
You were arrested by Davido recently. Was that true?
That wasn't an arrest. That was an invite. Nobody has actually arrested me. The police always invite. Arrest is when they jack you. It's an invitation.
How many times have you been invited?
Twice.
What was the first time?
The first time was when I contributed to the late woman who passed on a few months ago in a fire incident. Yeah.
That's my next question.
Go ahead.
That's the late wife of IVD Autos, right?
I guess so.
You guess so?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by you guess so?
You just said it and I said, I guess so. I don't know him by IVD Autos. I know him as Ikechukwu Ogbonna Dare.
Okay. Ikechukwu Ogbonna.
Dare, yeah.
That's the late wife of Ikechukwu Ogbonna.
Yes, Dare.
Did you have anything to do with that woman's husband?
It was strictly just therapy. But unfortunately, in this part of the world, once there's a man and a woman, people just have a way of just sexualizing everything.
So you're saying that you and him never had sex?
Nah. Why would we?
You tattooed his name on your hand.
It's my tattoo of his name on my hand.
But there was a time that you tattooed something about, or I don't know if it was his name, but I saw a tattoo of something. You guys twinned the tattoo together.
Then get your facts right.
I got a fact.
Can you see my hand on this podcast? Did you see anybody's name?
Okay.
You see how you guys speculate things in your head?
So I got that information from what I see online. Then that's why I now invite you.
What you guys saw was BCEO. Whose hand is this? Is it not BCEO?
Yes. So you're saying that you and him never went to a tattoo parlor or anything?
Nah. All those things were just the social media, just trying to enjoy themselves and make money off my name. I told you, I'm the queen of Clout.
I have some facts that because of my sources, I won't be able to rely on them. So I'll just let him pass. I'll let him slide.
What facts? Do you see anybody's name on my hand?
Listen, see you.
Yes.
Do you think you got too intimate or too close to Ikechukwu Ogbonna at some point?
No, I didn't. It's just the way the media perceive it. The media have a way of just throwing things that don't exist, putting up perception that don't exist. What I did for Ikechukwu Ogbonna is what I've done for millions of women.
But how many men have you done that for?
That is the reason why it was shocking. He's the first.
You also called out Davido for owing him money, for owing IVD Autos money. IVD Autos came to debunk that. What do you have to say to that? He sort of denied what you said.
It's something we've squashed out, so I don't want to bring it into this podcast. So
I get it, but I'm just trying to get I'm trying to be in your head. I'm trying to understand who you are. So if you say that he was just a client to you, why did you have to fight for him publicly? Do you fight for your other clients?
Yes, it's just because they weren't popular. Maybe that's the reason why. And unfortunately, I came out. Maybe while I was fighting for my other clients, I wasn't this famous. I fought for so many women that nobody even saw as anything.
Okay.
Even lots. But because he's a man, and according to the story, because I never knew Ikechukwu Ogbonna before, it was when the drama started. People started telling me that he was famous. I'm like, I don't know him because I just came to Lagos. They started gisting me that he sells cars. When I spoke about him on Daddy Free's Live, I have never met him before. I didn't know him. I just spoke about it the normal, blunt way I did. So until he reached out to me and I became his therapist, people now started assuming, oh, the reason why blessing. But no, we had never even met then. It was just my normal way of just talking.
Okay, I remember something.
Go ahead.
You did a movie.
Mhm.
Do you think that movie was insensitive? The movie was some sort about the woman that died, the wife of.
It was nothing
Agbona.
insensitive. It was every normal girl's life. A lot of you have not watched the movie, and I bet you've not watched it.
No, I've not watched it. I won't even
So
lie.
that's the thing. A lot of people who want to criticize the movie have not watched it. If you watch it, it has nothing to do with that person. You can just pick one or two lessons. But because I produced the movie at the incident, at the heat of that, that's why everybody's, pinning it on. Jim Ike produced the movie, and the name of the person, the person was playing a character, and it was Onyeze's character. Immediately, the lady came and they shout. The lady's name was Trisha CEO. Everybody in the cinema started shouting my name. It didn't mean I was the one, but it sent a signal. So maybe because of the whole thing that was happening there, everybody assumed. And number two, movies are produced from real life stories. So even if there's absolutely nothing wrong there.
I understand the fact that movies are produced from real life scenarios and
Mhm.
situations. But the intricacy of this particular one is what made people have
Like
an
I said,
opera.
have you watched the movie?
I've not watched the
Then
movie.
don't judge it. If you've not
I'm not
watched-
judging. I'm just
Good.
saying what
That's what I'm saying.
caused
A lot
what
of
the opera is.
intricacies are people who have not watched the movie, because when you watch the movie, you won't sound this way. Maybe if you've watched the movie, you wouldn't even ask me this question. The movie was very neutral. It's a normal everyday life of a young girl and a young guy. He had nothing.
Blessing,
Mhm.
you're saying that you were never intimate with IVD authors Ikechukwu Ogbonna at any point.
Nah,
What if there are proofs that shows that you are intimate with him?
bring the proof.
What if he comes out openly to confirm that yes, you guys had something intimate?
Let him come.
You don't feel that could be an affection or that could affect what people perceive you as?
No, somebody can like you and you don't feel the same way. It's called crush.
Yes, I understand crush.
Uh-huh.
But if you and somebody kiss, it's no longer a crush.
Like I repeat, I've not had anything intimate with IBD. He's just been my client and my very good friend.
Can you run me through what happens between you and your male client as a therapist?
It's private.
If you tell me it's just conversations, that's not private. I'm not asking you for the details of conversation. I just want to know.
Whatever
You-
happens in the therapy room stays in the therapy room. That's what you sign.
Okay, I have a question.
Go ahead.
If a married man comes to your therapy and he says that his wife denies him sex and whatever, and he likes you or he feels like he's sexually attracted to you, would you help him out?
I'll call his wife and tell his wife what he likes.
What
and tell his
what
wife.
if the wife doesn't seem interested? Like you said before, that some partners are not willing to make the marriage or situation work. What
Mhm.
would you do?
I'll keep trying. It's like when you're giving a patient paracetamol. There's sometimes paracetamol don't work. You move to Panadol. From Panadol, you move to Tramadol. From Tramadol, you just keep giving them something harder. The more this gets tougher. That's what therapy is about.
All right. Blessing, see you. How long was your wedding before, your marriage before all that happened?
Let's say a year and 8 months, or let's say 2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to marry anytime soon? Are you open to marriage anytime soon?
Why not?
Do you have a partner in view?
Yes, I'm dating.
You're dating somebody.
Mm-hmm.
The person popular?
Nah,
And does this person have the mental threshold to undo you?
I'm a different persona from my social media.
I know, but some sort of way, social media affects real life because anytime I go online, in the past 2 weeks, I've had your name come up like 3 to 4 times.
That's because I said I'm the queen of Clout.
Queen of Cloud.
It simply means whatever I do, controversy is a strategy for me. That's my business strategy.
So controversy is what you sell.
Yeah.
So you don't believe in bad publicity or negative publicity is not good.
Nah, the more bad it is, the more they'll be all right.
All right. I have questions for you as a relationship therapist or an
Go
expert.
ahead.
Some things have happened in social media in recent times, so I won't mention the names, but I'll give situations and examples. And I want to know your view or your opinion if those situations are presented to you as a therapist. There's a
Okay.
particular person that got married and then something happened, the wedding crashed, and the wife wouldn't allow him see his kids. The wife was weaponizing his children against him. What do you have to say about that? What's your perspective?
He should go to court. There are laws that can give you access and joint custody for this.
He has gone to court and seems some sort of way something's happened and he's still not able to access his
No
children.
matter what you do, what you need in life is patience. If you want to use force, you can go against the law, or you can take laws into your hands. So when you're doing court, even during therapy, you still need to have patience. There's nothing that can just happen automatically. When you come for therapy, it's time. Even when you go to church, every day you go to church and your pastor speaks to you, what they give you is hope. It is that hope that keeps you alive. When people become suicidal and depressed is when you become hopeless. That's what therapists do. That's what pastors do. That's what medical doctors do. They just keep the hope alive, keep telling you it's going to be better until it becomes better.
Hmm.
And that's patience.
So some sort of way therapists are like doctors and pastors.
That's what we are. The difference is that we treat emotions.
Are you Christian or Muslim?
I'm a Christian.
Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
Do you go to church?
Mm-mm.
You're a Christian, but you don't go to church.
Yes, you don't have to go to church to be a Christian.
Do you have a personal relationship with God?
Yes, I do.
Like a really personal relationship with God?
Very well. And my paddy with Ian.
You and God.
Mm-hmm.
If you have something that you will share with God and you don't mind other people hearing, what would that thing be?
Wisdom. It should never go away because it's something that comes naturally.
So you think you're wise?
I'm very, very intelligent. Sometimes I wonder when I talk.
Blessings see you. Are you wise?
I am wise.
Very wise.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very wise.
Not like Solomon, but I know I'm wise.
All right. There was this recent outbreak from you again.
Okay.
Bikini pictures.
Okay.
And then there was something on your stomach.
That's a Bible.
You tattooed the Bible on your stomach.
Yes.
Why?
That's why I'm different. That's why I'm controversial. That's why I say I'm mad. I make it different. I don't do what people do. Once I see that things are rampacked, if you go left, I go right. If you go right, I go left.
So if you're different, that means you do things that people do, that people don't do, or you don't do what people are doing.
Yes, I'm not regular.
But you have BBL, and a lot of people are doing BBL. That doesn't make you different.
How come my own BBL is the most talked about? That's why I'm controversial.
I get it. But if you say you're different, that means you don't do what other people do. And
I didn't do BBL because everybody was doing BBL. That's why my BBL was different. I sold it differently. That's why it's the most talked about. It's not the biggest. I'm not the first. But Blessing Okoro's BBL is the most talked about.
BBL is BBL.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Why is mine the most talked about? That's because it's Blessing. And she did it differently. What did I do differently? I came open about it. I shared the process and told them there's nothing wrong about it. People don't share BBL. It's confidential. But I made it open.
Two reasons why people talk about processes or procedures like that a lot is if it's well shaped or there's a problem with it. Do you think it's any of the two?
No, I started showing my BBL before I entered the surgery room. As I was wearing the garment, I was telling them, guys, I'm doing a BBL. So I didn't even know how the BBL was going to come out.
Do you think the end product is well-rounded like you would have wanted it?
Yes, perfect. I'm not even beautiful in clothes until when I take off my clothes. I swear to God.
I don't want to see Blessing Okoro naked.
Good.
I don't want to see her naked. Blessing CEO.
It's the way you call my name with so much audacity.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not scared of you. Do you think I am?
You don't have to be scared of me, but just put a little respect to Blessing CEO. Like you want to tell me, get up. Because if you call me that way again, I will not say you.
Blessing CEO.
I think that's a bit mad, yes.
Blessing CEO. What happened between you and your namesake?
Who is my namesake?
Nkechi Blessing.
I don't know her. Who is she?
You and Nkechi Blessing have been calling yourselves out for the past few days on social media. You can't say you don't know her.
Who is Nkechi Blessing?
She's an actress. A popular actress, as a matter of fact.
How
and
many
you've called her
movies?
out.
How many movies has she acted?
I don't have access to that information. But
So I
don't
know her. I don't know her.
You don't know Nkechi Blessing?
I don't know Nkechi Blessing.
Bobo, she did a video that she was outside your lounge that she come out that she's gonna beat you up.
But
and then you went to her own office or something and you called you
me went to her office. You guys don't
okay,
get
you went somewhere else.
I did not know her. Who is Nkechi? Can you tell me who she is?
Nkechi Blessing is an actress.
Which movie has she acted?
Just the way you're a therapist. I know you're a therapist, but I don't know your client.
No, it's not where you say someone is an actress. Tell me about Genevieve. I'll tell you 5 movies Genevieve have acted. Rita Dominic, I will tell you. Mercy Johnson, I will tell you. Nkechi Blessing, who is she?
She's an actress.
I don't know her movies and I don't know her. So except you want to tell me who she is, then I can start. Maybe I'll want to research who she is when I'm done with the podcast. But I don't know her.
Calm down. You have escaped. Calm down. Nkechi Blessing is a popular actress that you also called out so that you said something. I don't know if it was you that said, but the blog credited it to you that you said that she has been jumping from man to man at different times.
Man to man.
Should you open Instagram and check when you said it?
You don't need to open Instagram. You don't have to force me that say I don't know somebody that you're forcing me.
But if you say you don't know them,
how sure are you I'm the one posting it? I have a handler, I have an admin. Maybe they're posting, I don't know.
I don't care about your handler. You're responsible
I
for
don't
what.
know her. I'm not the marker.
What does that mean?
Leave me alone. I don't know who she is. Nkechi, what?
Nkechi Blessing, you said that the first time she saw you in Asaba or Delta State, I don't remember, but I remember that you said that she begged to greet you. She did.
I think that must be my admin. I don't know who Nkechi Blessing. So long as I don't even know her movies, you can't even tell me through 5 movies that she has acted.
The fact that I cannot name 5 clients of yours doesn't mean you're not a therapist.
Mine is private. Hers is public.
Doesn't still change the fact I might not be a movie person.
Then I don't know her. If you're not a movie person, why are you bringing her here?
No, so this is it. A lot of people know Ronaldo as a footballer. They don't even know the club he's playing for or he has played for, but they know Cristiano Ronaldo is a football player.
If I had known this girl, I would have told you I don't know her. Maromia, I don't know her.
What if I have a surprise package for you? And
Go ahead.
This door opens and Nkechi Blessing enters this place. Do you think this podcast will finish?
Nothing will happen. Open the door.
I feel that you know Nkechi Blessing, but you're
I
just not trying
don't
to
know
accord her.
her. Open the door. Let me even see who she is, like what she looks like. This is what you're saying. She's my namesake. Is she as pretty as I am? Is she as confident as I am? Is she as outspoken as I am? Because if she's a good actress, I should know the movie that she has acted. Genevieve is a good actress. Rita Dominic, Mercy Johnson, and a lot of them. We don't even need to call their movie, but this one, I don't know them. You get a picture?
Yes, I do. Should I show you a picture?
They'll show me a picture.
I'll show you an Instagram page.
Okay, please.
Where
please
she
do.
tagged you with her full chest, I guess.
Okay.
And she replied to you calling her out.
Okay.
What happens if you find out that you know this person?
Am I a child? When I say I don't know somebody, you want to force to know it on my body? I don't know her.
This is the strangest I think I've heard in a long time.
Are you serious?
She has 2.3 million followers on Instagram.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. And she's acting and we don't even know her movies? Oh my God.
Except I'm opening the wrong page.
That must be a failed actress then.
No, she's
somebody who has 2.3 million followers and has acted, we don't even know one movie, then she's not good at what she does. How come a lot of Big Brother Nigeria housemates are even more famous than... If you say Libaye, I even know Libaye. I don't know this person. One movie, just tell me one movie that is popular. Has she acted a cinema movie before?
I don't follow all her movies, but I know she's an actress.
So how come you don't even know her? You want me to know her?
I know her. And I know she's an actress. Okay,
and I don't know her.
This is Nkechi Blessing.
I don't know.
This is Nkechi Blessing.
I don't know her. Never seen her before. Maybe when I'm done, I'll go check her up on Instagram.
Okay. How about we do this? Should I show you the part that a popular blog credited you responding to her when she called you out?
Like I said, I have a lot of admin handling my page. They could respond to anything. That's their job. For me as a Bless, I don't know her.
I'm going to run mad right now.
You don't have to run mad. I don't know her.
I'm looking for a place to show you, because I know you did a video in response to her own video. She went to your break or makeup lounge and told you to come outside, and you responded with, I heard your voice on the video.
That's not my voice.
And you were like, she came.
That's not my voice.
Okay.
I don't speak a word.
Okay.
So play that voice and compare the voice.
The only thing that you've been talking about is relationship this, relationship that, blah, blah, blue. It is very obvious, and even very obvious to the blind.
Okay. I don't know who Nkechi Blessing Sunday is.
So you even know her third name. So how do you know her third name?
She showed me her, and I saw her name. It was fully written on her Instagram page, Nkechi Blessing Sunday.
So you don't know Nkechi Blessing Sunday?
I don't know her. I have admins. So if there's anybody bantering with her, that's not me.
There's a part you actually called her out, and
Blessing TFEO, I am in front of your lounge.
this is her saying she's in front of your
before,
lounge.
if you don't say your mama and your papa, they do naming ceremony for you when they born you. Come outside your therapy lounge. I will post this video.
Okay. Then when she did that, when did she do that? Who responded to her?
Your admin.
Good.
Your PA.
So people respond. I don't know her.
Somebody say drag Fina. No, I'm not going to. Fina is a little girl. Fina is a little girl.
Can we move ahead from Nkechi Blessing? I think you're giving her so much publicity to raise her dead career. If you say she's an actress and you don't even know the movie, and we're saying, why are we spending so much time on somebody that's not very relevant? Move on to the next question, please. Thank you.
This is going to be longer than I ever thought.
Mhm.
So you, for the last time, the reason is because probably when I'm posting this video, I might bring out evidence that shows that you actually have called her out at any point.
I don't know her. Amarom, you called Fina. I said that I knew Fina. Nkechi Blessing, I don't know her.
Oh, you know Fina. But Fina is a small girl. But
Yes.
you don't know Nkechi Blessing.
Yeah, she's a small girl. I didn't respond to her. You said I had like a conflict. And I said, no, I didn't even respond to her. She's a baby. And I told you it was my PA that responded to that. If I respond to Fina, she's going to go into depression. Nkechi Blessing, if I know her, I'll tell you I know her. And I don't know her, except there's another name she's popularly known for. But for being an actress, never seen her in a movie. I don't know this face, except there's something else we could use to identify her.
There's nothing else on my side.
Okay, maybe when I get home, I'm going to ask my admin who she is. And I think I'll read about her and know how many movies she has acted. But for now, her face doesn't look familiar. Good. Next question, please.
Wow. All right. Do you, as a relationship expert, do you undo parenting issues?
I do.
So if a Nigerian parent finds out that their male child wants to start acting female and wants to be a woman, what would you advise them or steps you would advise them to take?
First of all, we need to understand something about men. Some men are naturally born with the hormones of women. I've read about it. There's nothing you want to do. The only thing is that they can only pretend to be men in public and be women in private. So it's going to start from the hormones. It's going to start from you talking to them. It's going to start from you grooming them. The only thing you can do for those people is to make them hide. The reason why it looks as if right now a lot of guys are behaving like females is because the society have allowed it. Gay has been long before we were born. But because it was something that was not accepted in the society, and then atrocity was something that they can either bury you alive or take you to the evil forest. There was an instant persecution for such things. That's why people were it was like a secret. Right now, nobody can do you anything now. That's the reason why it's open. It's been there. So if you find out your child has the hormones, there are people that have the natural hormones. It's there. Read about it.
I'm curious.
So I'm going to tell the parents, just start to groom the person, talk to the person. And if the person still, let the person be.
I'm curious.
Mhm.
Are you bi-curious?
Am I what?
Bi-curious or
What does that
bisexual?
mean?
Are you bisexual?
No, I'm not.
Have you ever made out with a woman before?
Never.
And you've never intended to?
Nah.
Do you use sex toys?
No, but I've sold them.
So you have sold what you don't use.
I don't have to use everything I sell.
But how do you know they are good for people or human consumption?
It's a product. It's a rubber. It's not something you're swallowing. It's not a drug. It's a plastic. It's like buying this leaf and saying, how do I know that this leaf is good? It's just a leaf.
But how do you know the efficacy of what you're selling if you have not tested it
They
before?
ask for it. When people demand for something, you give them.
So if people ask you for hard drugs, you give them.
I don't sell drugs.
But
You
if
can't
people ask
compare
you,
sex toys to drugs. Sex toys is rubber. That's why I use this flower. Drugs is something you take into your system. You don't know what it's doing. So it's a doctor's job to recommend. But sex toys are like plastic.
if people ask you for bleaching cream, will you give them?
I don't bleach, so I don't even sell that.
You've never used cream on your body before,
I've used cream on my body, but not
like
bleaching cream.
bleaching cream.
Mhm.
You've never tried to tone your skin unevenly.
The truth about it is you tone naturally. There's the level you will get to. You will tone when you are in AC car, AC house, AC office. Sometimes now suffer they make people they black. No be natural.
You're a very interesting personality.
Thank you.
You're a very interesting personality for the second time.
Thank you.
Very, very interesting personality. I know you.
Mhm.
I see you. I follow you and I read you.
Mhm.
And I know you. But it's okay.
You don't know me. You know my social media.
That's fine. That's fair enough.
So it's just the perception. You don't know me.
That's fine for me. I don't think
And that's the reason why I sound so strange as you're talking to me. When I say I don't know people, you are saying That's because what you know is my media. You don't know me. In real life, I don't handle my account. People handle it for me. So sometimes somebody might be doing something you think is me. It's not me. Oh.
I said IVD Autos. You said you don't know who that is.
Yes, I know him by Ikechukwu Ogbonnadare. I don't know IVD Autos.
Till now?
That is his business name. I don't know him for that. That's the reason why, as you're talking about this Nkechi girl, I said something. If you call Okoro Blessing, some people don't know Okoro Blessing until you say Blessing CEO.
Yeah, I understand that.
Uh-huh.
But if you have had interactions a couple of times with people, you likely tend to know their popular names.
That's what I'm trying to say, because whatever I did with Ikechukwu Ogbonna was formal. I call him by his full name.
But people in your comment section have tagged him by his business handle. In fact, his Instagram is...
I didn't say I don't know his business handle. I said I don't know him by IVD Autos. I know his name, Ikechukwu Ogbonnadare. Just like my name, Okoro Blessing in Kiruka. My parents can't call me Blessing CEO. People who know me to my house don't call me Blessing CEO. They call me in Kiruka. When somebody calls me in Kiruka, I look back and I know say this person know me reach house.
I'm a lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not here as a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a lawyer and I know you.
Mm-hmm.
And I see through you.
Mm-hmm.
And I see through what you say.
And I'm a therapist. I see more. You just see things in the legal and in the... But I see your emotions. And that's why I can play with it.
The funny part is you're also seeing the emotions I want you to see. That perception of my emotion.
And that's why I'm playing with it.
You're not playing with it.
I am. Because you're shocked.
I'm
You
not
expect...
shocked.
No. You probably had a perception of me going to say something and I'm saying something else.
Being honest, I didn't expect you to even ever acknowledge anybody in your team responding to Nkechi Blessing. Because I know you would deny her.
Nah. People responded. Things were posted, but I don't know her.
So let me tell you what I felt about you at some point.
Okay.
I noticed that when some scuffles get very crazy, after you've said your part, you will not allow your PA to say stuff. And sometimes whatever the person says might be what your intentions are, but nobody will be able to hold you because it wasn't you that directly said it.
Okay. Now that means you don't know
The
me.
second thing, the Nkechi Blessing saga.
Good.
You did the same thing
I want
too.
to say something. You don't know me.
You did the
because
same thing too.
I want to say something. If you follow me, you don't know me.
When the
My
IVD
PA
Autos matter came up too,
Mhm.
when you were giving your apology, you did something similar
What did I do? Apology of what?
about calling out Davido and all of that stuff.
No, I didn't call Ivy when I was calling out. You are mixing this whole thing.
No, you called out David. You called out David that he was owing money.
Yes.
Who was he owing money?
Ikechukwu Ogbonnadare.
That's IVD Autos.
That's what you call him. Don't force me to call him what I don't call him.
I just want to know.
No, as a lawyer, you're forcing it to...
I'm
it's
not
like,
forcing you.
No. It's like someone saying, I prefer to call this person in Kiruka. And you're saying you must call her Blessing
No.
CEO.
I just want to know if
That is his business
Do you
name.
know? I know that that's his business. Do you know that the same person bears IVD Autos and bears Ikechukwu Ogbonna?
That is not his name. That is a business. It's like calling me break or
I
makeup.
agree. Blessing, this is... Okay, let me give you the example.
I do not know. When he came for therapy, what was written on his file was Ikechukwu Ogbonna. There was no IVD Autos there.
And there was no point that you knew that he was bearing IVD Autos or he was called IVD Autos.
I know that his business name is IVD Autos. If they call him that, I don't know.
You know that that's his name, but if they call him
That's
that...
his business name. It's like, okay, you own a filling station called Pinnacle, and your name is Shegun. Some people want to call you Pinnacle. Some people want to call you Shegun. I don't know him as iVideos. I know him as Ikechukwu Ogbonnadare. I can call his 3 names because that's what I call him.
Did you express love publicly to him at any point in time, even if it was for clout or for strategy?
Nah, never.
You never made people fall under the impression that
The problem is that you people always have the impression in your head because you guys always look for things to say and news. These things happen in your brains, not me. These
You have
things
not
are
answered my
perception.
question.
I said no.
You have never put an impression or an expression out there that insinuated that you and Ikechukwu Ogbonna had anything intimate at any time.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've only just been of help. Good friend, standing by him, speaking for him when it's needed. And when the matter went to court, I stopped talking.
There's a popular saying
Mhm.
that marriage only favors women, and
Mhm.
if not for the sake of childbearing, a lot of men will not marry. What's your perspective on that?
Mm. Marriage doesn't favor women. Men,
Marriage only favors women.
no, marriage doesn't
No, I'm saying the quote. Like the quote
only
says,
favors women. No,
marriage only favors women. If not for childbearing, a lot of men will not marry.
that's a lie. No, men are not, marriage favor men, not women. Men only project marriage to women to make them feel wanted.
How do you mean that marriage favors only men, not women?
Yes, because the truth about it is, let's leave children apart. Because it takes two to procrastinate. It takes two to tango to have the pregnancy. Even if you want to do
To procreate.
surrogacy,
Yes.
egg and whatever. Let's take kids apart. Companionship. A lot of men are dying of loneliness. It's just like going to the club and you don't see women. Imagine how boring that club is going to be.
The
That's
same
how
goes for
much.
women too.
Now, lie, yo, if you see women party, they sweet. Pass. Have you seen girls' night out? They sweet past guys' party. Una go sit down, they look us. A lot of men actually want to see girls dance and they watch.
That's understandable.
Mhm.
But most things that women do is to impress the other gender
No,
sometimes.
the power we have, a lot of people do not know. And that's what men try to project and demote, is we can multitask. Men can't.
I agree that women are very good multitaskers.
Exactly.
Why do women do BBL?
Choice. You have the money. BBL was something that was for the rich. It was luxury. It's like saying, why did somebody buy a Gucci bag for 5 million? Is it not just a bag? They have the money. But the only thing why BBL has become rampant is because our doctors have learned it is closer to us. If you are to do a BBL in Turkey when our doctors have not learned it, calculate your flight ticket, calculate how long you're going to stay in the hospital, calculate the nanny that will take care of you. Now, all these things will be costing to like 10, 15 million. But let's assume you have a doctor that is in Lagos. Your mother can come and stay with you like a mugo now. You stay 3, 4 days in the hospital, you go back, you go to the hospital and do your stuff. That's what makes it look as if BBL is not a rampant. It's for the rich, it's not for the poor. Because for you to do BBL, you should keep at least 20 million in your account. You never know what can go wrong.
The people have said they've done BBL for way lesser amounts than 20
And that's
million.
why they have complications. That's why they're always sourcing for funds. BBL is like every normal surgery. You never know what is going to go wrong.
So you did your BBL for how much?
My BBL was for 5 million. BBL. Other things follow after BBL. It is not the BBL. It's after the BBL. Massage. You have to buy your FAA. You have to buy your lipo pillow. Lots go on behind the scene. Not so serious, but just have money. If you have money, you won't have problem doing a BBL. But if you don't have money, when this small, there are little issues, but when you don't have money, they become, like during BBL now, you can have what is called lipo burn. Lipo burn is depending on your skin. It's like applying cream. It works for this person and it doesn't work for this person. You can have a lot of things you can react to, which is normal.
BBL is for the rich.
Yes.
And Blessing CEO has done BBL.
Mm-hmm.
Is Blessing CEO rich?
Yes, she is.
What's your biggest achievement in life?
My biggest achievements in life are my kids.
Materially, what have you done as a rich person?
I don't like to say it.
What's your net worth?
Google it.
Google can be wrong. I
don't have to say it. Dangote doesn't blow his trumpet. Dangote has never come to say I'm the richest man in the world. We call him the richest, though he's not even the richest.
We can see that though. Everybody can attest to how Dangote is rich. Blessing, because of the kind of job you do, it's very hard to ascertain. Your clientele base is private. The type of work you do for them is private. If you don't have clients, nobody will know. If you have a lot of clients, nobody will still know. So that's why we still need to ask you some questions.
Ask.
Blessing CEO. Blessing CEO. Blessing CEO. Who are you beneath all of this?
Who am I?
Beneath all of this.
What do you mean beneath?
Like aside social media and all of that stuff that you put out there for people to believe.
Just a simple girl who goes about her simple life. That's all.
Are your parents still alive?
Oh, very well. Bubbling.
Do you love your parents?
I do. I love them.
And do your parents love you?
So much.
And are they proud of what you're doing?
My mom is my biggest fan. Even as I said this bad goes there, and she the first call me, say, babe, how far? I would tell them, say, your mama still there. If I fall out, my mom have more energy than me now. That's where I got it from.
Do you have any questions you would like to address or ask me?
No, I don't ask questions or address because people just have perceptions. So just go with your perception.
Okay, is there anything you like to tell people or just put out there?
Be yourself. Do anything you want to do. Last, they go Tik Tok.
Do you believe in heaven? No?
Yes, I do.
Do you think you will make heaven?
Anywhere where I reach, go rugged down.
You don't mind air fire?
FI, we go see if CNJ go fit bribe. No be Nigerians go reach there. That's why we are making money.
You think you can be rich enough to bribe in hellfire?
If you can be bold enough to talk about a hellfire you've never seen, I can be bold enough to assume that yes, I can bribe. Because
Sorry.
hellfire is an assumption that we've not seen, that doesn't exist. So I can also assume that if I can bribe people in Nigeria, when I reach there, I go still see person where I go fee, say, guy, help me now. Make I enter heaven
So you bribe people in Nigeria.
once in a while.
Do you know bribery is a crime?
It's not. It's called tip. So long as it's willing.
Bribery is a crime. I'm a lawyer. I know this.
Who are you bribing?
Bribery is a crime.
Who are you bribing?
I do not care who you bribe. The moment you say bribery, it's a crime.
Maybe I
There's
used
a
the wrong
difference
word.
between tip and bribe. Tip is
Mm.
not solicited for, you give it to encourage people.
I bribe.
Bribe is for a
I
motive.
bribe privately. I don't have to tell you who I'm bribing. But we all bribe.
We don't all bribe.
We all bribe.
You can't, it's wrong for you to assume that everybody does what you do.
Just because you don't see it and you're good in hiding doesn't mean you don't do it.
Do you masturbate?
I don't.
Have you ever masturbated?
No.
Do you know that I know people that will tell you that everybody masturbates?
Perception. And I just say I don't. If you want to now assume that everybody masturbates, I ignore you.
Now, bringing it to the bigger part, do you do fraud?
No, never done fraud before.
Do you know some people believe that everybody in Nigeria does fraud?
Some people have that perception.
It's
a
wrong.
perception. That's what I'm trying. And that's why you said, when you said you have a last word, I say, do anything where you want to. Last, they go still think what they want to think. If you're successful, you're a fraudster. If you're successful as a woman, you're an ashewu. Just do you. Last, they will label you what they want to label you in their head.
Have you ever had to sleep with anybody for money before?
I brag with it. I don't. I don't do.
Nobody has given you money, even for transport, after sleeping with you.
Nobody. I date. I love. I don't do that shit.
So even your boyfriend doesn't give you money when you're going for transport and all
You
this
just
stuff?
said my boyfriend.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be after sex. It gives him money almost every day.
What do you give your boyfriend?
Companionship, prayers, advice. That's what I bring to the table. Anyash.
Your boyfriend gives you money, probably satisfies you sexually, does all of that, and all you do is companionship, prayers, and advice.
Anyash.
Anyash.
So that's
Fake
satisfaction.
Yash, because that's not your Yash.
That's not fake. And that's where I'm going to teach you.
Okay, please teach me.
There's nothing like fake Nyash when you do a liposuction. Liposuction is the removal of fat. They take out the fat from either your tummy, your arm, your laps, anywhere you feel you have excess fat.
And they put it.
And they put it in your butt.
But
It's not fake.
You didn't have butts before.
They put your body. It's like they carry. It's just like when you have. No, don't ask ignorant to say you're a lawyer so that people don't laugh at this podcast.
I don't have a problem with that.
When you put silicone, you can call it fake because that's a balloon. But when it's your fat, it's your skin. As you add, the way your stomach they grow when you they chop. Now the same way your yash could they grow if they insert some for your yash.
There is difference between artificial and natural. Naturally, the ass was probably like this. I'm sorry, I'm using words like that. Was like this. Then you went to meet a doctor for surgery and it became like this.
Some people are even born naturally curvy.
Yes, that's natural.
If I didn't tell you I do BBA, you won't be talking this thing now. You for things in a natural.
But there's some
You guys don't know natural asses. Don't forget the fact that we are open. And this is why people hide their BBL.
A lot of men, I know a lot of men that can tell the difference.
People have done BBLs that you people do not know. You even vouch that they did not do BBL.
But a lot of people can also tell the difference.
You can't tell. They are natural BBLs. If I get up right now, it's just because I've said I've done BBL. My butt looks very natural. It's just I don't want to deceive people and tell people slimming tea. Because my butt fits my body. My butt fits myself. If I didn't say I had done BBL, you would just think Blessing just added weight. Why? I didn't do that excessive BBL that your laps will be tiny. There's some girls that might say, doctor, just give me ass. And the funny thing is that I'm a skinny person. So even while I was doing my BBL, I didn't even have enough fat to harvest.
Where do you get the remaining fat from?
Before I went for my BBL, they had to place me on diet, something that would make me eat.
Oh, so you had to like ingest a lot of food.
So the little fat, I think they got it from my tummy because I've had 2 kids. So I had a little bulge. It wasn't like my tummy wasn't flat. But after childbirth, through CS, I think the other place they took fat was from my back. I think that was the only place they could get fat because I was really skinny.
What's your relationship with your kids like?
Oh, very close.
Are you sure?
Yeah, boys. Yes, very sure.
Are you sure? And are they going to be proud of their mother when they grow up?
My son makes a lot of my content. He's always behind the scene. Mommy, you've not shot a video today. Mommy, you've not shaking your
But
yash
kids might
today.
not know the implications of things that
That's
we
what
do.
you think. We're smart. They're smarter than you. My first son is 11. My second son is 7.
Doesn't still mean that I can understand the implications of what content
They are
is.
not implications. A lot of people know that their mother went into prostitution. They did not disown their mother. Their mother is still prostituting today.
What content are you serving?
Different type of content. Shower vibes, crazy, everything content. Is content. Anyhow you want to perceive it. Like I always say, Cinderella, if the shoe fits you, wear it.
All right. Nkechi Blessing.
Why are you in love with Ikechi? This Ikechi Bless. Do you like her that much? You want to make the podcast all about her, and I don't want it.
No, I'm not trying to make it all about her because that's the recent thing that's brought you to blogs recently.
No,
and I'm
there are
so
lots
surprised.
of things that have brought me to
No,
this.
I mean like the chain of events, but that's like the latest thing that's making blogs talk about you
If
right
you
now.
notice, she was talking about me, but you couldn't even get anywhere I was talking about her. So she's the one. So I'm the famous one. Maybe if she's opportune to come to your podcast and you ask her, do you know Blessing? She should know Blessing. But I don't know her.
So you mean you are famous, but she's not famous?
For me not to know her, she's not famous. So. For me not to know her, the girl not famous. I no go know actress.
I don't want to mention names, but I'm sure that I know a lot of people that are famous that if I mention that you might not know them.
Call them. Even if I don't know them, I will tell you that I know them.
Do you know Ganacho?
I know him.
Who is Ganacho?
I don't need to tell you, but I know him.
Who is Ganacho?
I have seen him.
What does he look like?
I don't need to describe, but I know Ganacho.
What does he do?
I know him.
What does Ganacho do? If you know,
I don't need to know personal stuff.
Okay,
But just
do you know how
asked
he looks
you,
like? Do you know how he looks
but
like?
I just asked you. Do you know any movie Nkechi Blessing acted? You said no. You even had to go and bring a video.
Do you know Ronaldo?
I know Ronaldo.
What does he do?
Maybe like saying a boy in the play.
Where does he play?
I don't know.
Does it make Ronaldo not a footballer or a lesser footballer?
That's exactly what I'm saying. But at least the name rings a bell.
So you are saying that your namesake's name doesn't ring a bell?
Who is my namesake? I am Okoro Blessing and Kiruka Blessing. Which one is namesake?
Blessing, anybody that bears blessing is your namesake.
Now lie, that's why I put CEO to differentiate all the weary blessings. Because I have people actually blessings that are mad. That's why I put blessing CEO. To remove me. If you call me blessing, I won't answer until you put CEO. You see, you always shout blessing. Have you shout blessing farmer? I won't even turn back. Until I hear CEO. And I said, so she's not my namesake, please.
All right, Blessing, final question on therapy.
CEO, Adam.
Okay. Blessing, see you.
Good.
Blessing,
CEO.
what do you think is the biggest cause of marriage crashing lately in our society?
Nothing.
But a lot of marriages are crashing.
People don't just want to, they don't know what marriage is about. They just want to go there and go and do wedding and make noise and create content, and that's all. So nothing crashes the marriage. They are not ready for marriage.
What is marriage about?
Marriage is about companionship, sacrifice, compatibility. Marriage now work. That's why sometimes people say you're not married. I smile. When you know so much, you know what the road looks like. You become very careful. I'm like an adult. A little child can just run around, play around things. You as an adult, you see mothers locking their kitchen when they want to go out. It's because they understand the implications. That's the level I am in. I understand marriage in and out, even while the plastic smile. So first of all, you need to understand that marriage is a bare land. What you take in and plant is what you pluck. Now, the biggest problem is that a lot of people enter with nothing. When you enter the marriage, bare land, you go begin chop grass, you go begin chop sand. From there, marriage scatter. The first thing is, as a single person, what do you have to plant when you enter into the marriage? Remember, plant takes time to germinate into fruits. And also remember, for this germination to happen, there's dry season, there's rainy season. You guys will fight, you guys will love. Until you have that at the back of your mind, you will always run out of marriage. Marriage is like growing up as a child, youthful exuberance. From the age of 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, that's when young people go gaga. If they don't go gaga at that point, then thank your God. That's when young girls get pregnant, boys go into cult and all not. But that's marriage too for you. That's first 3-4 years. That's where you're getting to know the person. Because a lot of people have a lot of oblivions and illusions in their head. You go don't watch Telemundo, watch Z World, watch African Magic. When they since a person go, they serve you breakfast in bed every morning. When your husband come back, you come and touch you. Say, nah, I used to tell people, marriage reduces your sexual libido. Because the moment you get married, responsibility brings it down. There's a lot the man is thinking about. Extended family, bigger bills, children are coming. So that back, what they do during relationship. You hear a lot of men say, my husband don't love me the way he used to love me when we were dating. You guys are married now. Welcome to reality. So I think that's the part a lot of people do not put into consideration. I used to tell people, enjoy your youth. Marriage is work. You don't enjoy marriage until your children finish growing up.
Wow. You've said
Yeah.
a lot in a few minutes.
Mhm.
Marriage reduces your sexual libido.
Yeah, so
People have the tendency to turn bad between 18 and 25.
Mhm.
Then you said that people don't enjoy marriage until their children are done growing up.
yes.
That's a lot. But I have a problem.
Well,
How are you able to manage the fact that you have a failed marriage and you're guiding and counseling people on marriages?
like I said, when you miss road, you know more road.
Don't you think people would prefer to hear from a successful someone that has like 35 years in marriage or 20 years marriage
But they're
experience?
not happy. They're just pretending to be happy.
How are you sure that people that are married for that long are
That's
not
why I'm
happy?
a relationship therapist. They're just managing.
So
A
you-
lot of people cohabit. Cohabitation is different from marriage. We are staying in the same house. We are carrying our children, but we are not married. It's cohabitation. That's what people do. There are lots of people in marriages that 5 months, 1 year, 2 months, you and your husband have not had sex. People have not spoken. The only thing that connects you is children's school fees, pick children, why is the children? There's no connection.
So are you saying that there is no marriage that is at least 20 years and the two of them are happy?
No, you can never be completely happily married. That's a lie. You manage. You smile through the pain. You learn how to wear the plastic smile. You learn how to endure. You learn how to be patient. You learn how to be calm, even when everywhere is shaking. I learned it.
Blessings to you.
Yes.
You're telling me now that there's no marriage
No
that is
marriage.
35 to 40 years, that the two, the husband and wife, the couples are happy.
No
Genuinely.
marriage. They are just adjusting. They are trying. They are struggling. Marriage doesn't make anybody happy. It's a full-time job.
But you can't be sure. Like there's some
I am 100% sure nobody's happy in marriage. That's why I said the happiness comes when your kids have grown, have evolved, and they're doing well. Then it's now you and your husband. That's where the companionship coming. But so long as you're married, you guys are learning each other. Children are coming, conflicts are coming, extended families are coming. I'm not saying there will not be happy moments, but not telling me that they are entirely happy. That's a lie. We just learned the plastic smile. When the neighbors come into our house, we smile and we hug our husbands and we knew. And when they go back, we look at him the bottom and said, "Waka," and enter back into the room. That's what happens behind closed doors.
Why do you think men don't want to settle or marry single mothers?
A lot of them want to. What a lot of men say they want in public is not what they want in private. They are they are liars.
Men are liars?
A lot of them, not all.
What about women?
Same.
Hmm.
The truth is, we are being confined in society, especially in Africa, Nigeria. When you travel out of the country, you see that a lot of people will show their true character where there is freedom and when there is law. That is when you will see that your husband that you thought was a man is actually a woman. There was actually a trending story of a medical doctor that left his family and traveled out of the country and went to go and marry his fellow man. And the wife said what pained him was that he accommodated the man as the husband's friend. Now, give people freedom and power and see who they truly are. Society just confined us in a place that we've not shown our true identity. That's why people like us, they call us controversial because we are ourselves. We say the things we feel. We don't pretend. We don't want to wear suits all the time. We want to wear something short. We want to just be ourselves. That's why we are always on the news.
Are you an husband snatcher?
Never snatch anybody's husband. There are too many men around to snatch people's husbands.
You've not done anything with anybody's husband before.
I don't like to share.
Have you slept with a man that just lost his wife before?
No, I've not.
A man that has kids before?
No.
A man that has a wife before?
I just said I don't do married men. There are lots of single guys to do married men. It's a principle. Some of us just have this principle, not like we are good. Like I said, I don't share. I'm a Gemini and I love attention. So I can't date a married man that will be sneaking around like a goat just because he has a wife.
You believe in zodiac signs?
I do. Because my zodiac sign is exactly me. We have dual personality. We are introverted and we are extroverted. That's why I say you don't know me. My social media is my alter ego. My real life, I barely talk. My real life, you can match me and I will pass. And that's why when you said, somebody came to my office and said, she's in my office, why are you stepping on me?
You reacted. You said if I match you in real life, you won't talk. But you just reacted. I matched
No,
you.
normally on social media, if you do it, I'll slap you.
Why
But
just matched you
in real life,
life?
you did it, and I was wondering what was happening. On social media, if you step on me, I'll give you 2 slaps.
How many tattoos do you have?
I think it's up to 15.
Is there any in your private area?
Yes, I have one here. I have one here. I have one on my butt. I have one on my waist. I intend to ink my whole body with tattoo. You won't see my skin.
What was the inspiration behind drawing the Bible tattoo on your stomach?
I just wanted it to remind me because I like the saying. It just gives me my real personality on the media. What I wrote in the Bible is that the kingdom of God suffered violence, and none of the violence taken it by force.
Where in the Bible is that?
Matthew something. I write am for belly, but I no carry am for head.
You inscribed a whole tattoo.
No be
went
Bible where I look, they write am. I no carry am for head. I get plenty things.
But you should know that. Like, that's what you wrote on your stomach.
So maybe when I look at my stomach, I will say, they say there's a criminal, there's a thief outside our. So we carried police and people to go and find the thief. The thief had run away. Is Nkechi Blessing the thief? Because they said they were telling me because I was sleeping as a CEO. So when I came to work this morning, they told me that one thief. I said, "Kede onye wonyo shiang, bialonam biazuo shi." I said, "No one girl." You see, I about the girl. I wasn't even interested because they said she was a petty thief. I want to be a petty thief. But if it was a real criminal, I'll call rush, call police. And because I'm a petty thief, now our estates go run them. You understand? So she just came out. She doesn't know her. But she came out to say, who is this thief? Came to our office this night. Oh, your name? We move. Any other question?
This is interesting.
Good.
I never believed that you could deny this.
Deny? I said, I don't know. It's the fact that you're imposing on me. That's my.
I'm not imposing.
I go so first now, break this microphone, say that they first make I know. Call Genevieve. Associate me with Rita Dominic and important people. Tiko. Call Destiny. Tiko.
Who know Destiny? Even village woman know Destiny.
I know Destiny, Tiko, but I don't know any movie she has done. I've not watched any of her movies.
Countless.
It's because she's relevant. That's why you know her.
I know a lot of people that might be relevant or non-relevant.
Wait now. Go to any village market. Ask any woman.
Who is Destiny?
They'll tell you they know Destiny. But they still cannot mention the movie that Destiny has acted. But they still know her.
Me, I can mention because I'm a number 1 fan of Destiny. Nkechi movie, I never see him. Her face doesn't look familiar. It's like she used filter. Or the filter about in a video. Because I might see her in real life and that's not her. You know those people that use a lot of filter and this stuff.
Too much of
Editing and all that. I might see her and she's what I ordered versus what I got. So if you say she's here, call her. Let me ask her how many movies she has acted that I don't know her. What kind of name is that? Nkechi Blessing Sunday. That's a confusion of a name.
Do you know why
Where is she from?
I don't even want to call Jenny. You know why I'm calling? Just call Destiny. Yoruba person know Destiny.
Igbo Hausa.
No Destiny.
But wait, Nkechi Blessing Sunday. Where is she from?
Where is she from? Yes.
Where is she from?
I think she's Igbo because
You
she speaks Igbo.
think she's Igbo?
No, I don't want to assume.
She speaks. They say she speaks both Yoruba. That she was abusing with Yoruba. That was what my manager told me.
Yeah, you can speak Yoruba too, I guess.
I cannot speak Yoruba.
But I know I have friends that Igbo.
No,
and,
that
they can
one
speak Yoruba very
Nkechi
well.
Blessing Sunday. That's the if Okoro Blessing in Kiruka. You already know I'm an Igbo girl. Some Tochuku or Rapriska. You already know she's Igbo. What's your full name?
My name is TIMIagbaje.
You already know you're Yoruba. Nkechi send a blessing. Where she stay? Nah, Edo, Abina, Yoruba, Abina. You know when someone have a confused identity, how do we even know who you are? Do you understand? So I don't know who she is, but if she's listening to me anyway, you need to get your identity right. Are you Igbo? Are you Yoruba? Are you Hausa?
So you think she should come for therapy?
I think she should come for therapy. That's if she can afford it, because I'm very expensive.
Like how much do you charge?
I'm not for the poor. And that's the reason why everybody keeps wondering, does she make money? You know, money is silent. And people who have the money don't make noise. They come quietly. Those are my client base.
How much do you charge for therapy?
It's expensive.
Yes, I would like to know.
I don't want to say it here. so that people don't shout. Ah! You know, once you call figures, the common Nigerians get very uncomfortable, especially the ones in the trenches. They start to say, hey, I lie. I don't like to call figures. But those who have come to me for therapy know that I'm quite expensive. And they get the worth of their money, no matter the noise.
Yes.
Blessing CEO is one person, if you talk to, your life will never remain the same. Just like you're listening to me on this podcast now. I'm like weed. You don't like to smoke me, but you
You like
love
to
to
get
get
high.
high.
I watched that video.
Oh, please. Not
I
the
saw it.
highness. Abi, highness.
Do you charge up to 1 million naira per session?
Yes, or more. You know, session is depending on how long. Some people come for 3 months therapy. Therapy is not a day thing. People always think that therapy is just come and talk to someone and go. No. Therapy is like a journey. It's like when they diagnose you of something, the doctor says, stay in the hospital for 1 month. There's a reason why they're asking you to stay. If you go, you are going at your own risk. That's therapy. So that's the point. That's why I said people don't even know what therapy is. My major client base, if we're supposed to grade it, 70% of my client base are abroad. Those are the ones that understand the value of therapy.
If your client base are abroad, why did you have to build and set up a studio and an office in Nigeria?
That's awareness. That's why I said I'm the number one in Africa. I'm the first to bring
You
it.
spend money to do a spa and all of that stuff just for
Yes.
awareness?
Yes, and it's working. People are coming. When you come to my therapy lounge, you're going to do wow. I promise you.
I've seen the videos.
It's something that videos don't even do justice. In fact, when you come to my therapy lounge, you're going to put another CEO to my name. Trust me.
Nkechi Blessing is gone in this conversation, so that
Yes.
doesn't look like we're trying to build a conversation around that.
Don't
by
stop
force.
making it look as if she paid you for advert. You don't call her name.
No.
Don't call her name again. The failed actress is gone, the one that we do not know. So let's move to the next.
Failed actress. You
Yes.
shouldn't call people failed if you're not sure.
No,
They
she's
failed.
for as long as I don't know how she's failed.
But you don't know Ganacho very well. Ganacho is not failed.
I know him. Did I say I don't know him?
But you don't know what he does, or you don't know who he is.
Me, I don't even know this one's name. I even know Ganatu's name.
It's not Ganacho.
Whatever you call it,
Ganacho.
I know him. So long as I've
I
accepted
can
that
mention 10 people across different careers. and
Call
I'm
them, I
sure
know
that
them.
You don't know them.
Call. I know them.
But are you going to strike a deal with me? When I mention their names, you must tell me what they do.
What's it concern me with they do? Besides, I know you. Besides, I know you. Some people even call me actress. They don't even know I'm a therapist, but they know Blessing see you. Sometimes, not be you be the person where they ask him. I say I don't act. Some people people are not used to relationship therapy, but so they try to look for the easiest way to coin you. You know, acting is the regular thing people have always seen on screen. So you might call them, I don't know what they do. Ronaldo, you just said, I know Ronaldo plays football, but I don't know who he plays for. I used to hear Drogba. I know Drogba plays football, but I don't know the team where they play for. But these are names that, even if you don't know what you do, they have rang a bell in your head. And even, know what I say? It's like saying Michael Jackson. We know even they. Even more bad. May you say rest in peace. I know more bad. I don't know.
Do you know Ola Deeps?
I know him.
Do you know Ola Deeps?
Hmm.
Who is Ola Deeps?
I know him, but I don't know what he does.
Ola Deeps.
Hmm.
Ola Deeps?
Mhm.
All right, aside audacity, I think one thing I've learned about you is that you're very smooth with your thing. You know your way around your thing.
If I know
And
you, I
you're
know you.
willing
If I don't know
to-
you, I don't know you. Wait,
and
you cannot force me. Just like when OBO came out and said he didn't know Fina. People were crying. I didn't know Fina. That's the same way I don't know this. People were saying it's not possible, big brother. He said, he apologized and he said, I don't know you. Okay, Nkechi Blessing, I'm sorry, but I don't know you. I
Okay.
don't freaking know you, baby.
Blessing, see you.
Mhm.
Do you have an idea of what I want to ask you now?
I don't have an idea, but I'm very open to any question. It's the way you look at me in a very, this movie when they want to do that Nigerian gang, go ahead, James Bond. I'm one who shoots me. One may aim bulletproof. Don't worry, I go chest them.
I have so many questions that I don't know where I want to start
So just
from.
start from anywhere.
How long have you been doing all this?
Or what?
Or you do?
Done it for 8 to 9 years.
8 to 9 years.
So I'm a master in the game.
Do you see yourself doing any of that thing outside this?
I do other things besides this.
Like what?
Businesses. The truth about it is, everybody don't have to know your sauce. It's like, give me the bread. Forget about my bakery. When you go to where they sell bread, they tell you, out of bound. All you need is for the bread to be fresh in the show glass and buy and get the fuck out. So I don't need to come and start telling you the businesses that wait concern you. The fact is that it's legit. Because when you start to say this is everybody go begin shook eye, can't go crowd the business. So I do a lot of businesses offline.
Are you a feminist?
I'm not a feminist.
What do you think about feminism?
The way you want to go about it, everybody have their own belief. I respect people's belief and opinion. And that's why I wonder why people don't respect my opinions. My opinions shake a lot of people. And I realize that it's not me. I just carry a mirror and they see their reflection and they get uncomfortable. So I always tell people, instead of changing your victim, change your personality. So anytime I pass with the mirror, you don't get uncomfortable.
Is there anybody around you or on social media or in life that you can never forget that contributed positively to you being
Derele Edun. I even tattooed his name on my hand.
you tattooed Derele's
Full name. Derele Edun. He said to me, there was a time on the social media, anytime I go viral, they tell me, you are mad. This guy, they're mad. This guy, not weary. So there was a day I was talking to Derele and I was crying. Why do I always say I'm mad? Derele said, that's because you're powerful. Do you know the meaning of mad? I said, what he said is because you're making a difference. And I wiped my tears and I said, from that day, I tattooed it. Call me mad because I'm always different.
So you're mad?
Yes.
Like you're actually mad?
Yes, very mad. That's why they call my very good friend, Derele Weary. We did craze together.
So you guys are close?
Very close. In fact, if I want to call number one of my loved ones that genuinely love me, it should be Derele Edun. He guarded me in the industry. He backs me up. He protects me. I don't call his name all the time, but behind the scene, he's my number one.
Are you happy?
Very happy.
I feel like people that are always very eager to answer that question, and so I'm very happy.
That's one of the crazy thing. People think I'm not happy, but I'm happier in real life. Social media, once I shut down social media, my real life is very smooth. First of all, I have family love. I have loyal people around me. All I do is eat, sleep, do my work. My real life is so peaceful that sometimes they tell me, wait, they have to call me, come on, you have clients.
There's a lady.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
She's had a couple of sexual experiences.
She's not a virgin.
She's not a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Then this guy likes her.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he wants to date her.
Mm-hmm.
Then the girl says she wants to date him too,
Mm-hmm.
but they will not have sex until they're married.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to say to that?
That's a choice now. Me, I didn't go afia.
What does that mean?
Afia simply means I don't buy something that I cannot see. I've gone to stores and I tell them, can I see even charger? I've gone to a banner and I say, can I see this? They say they cannot open it. I don't buy. So I test everything I want to buy because I'm not gonna marry the 1 minute man. Come and start cheating in marriage. I will check you. I will weigh you and know if you are capable.
So you don't advise a guy to marry or date a woman that he will not have sex with until they are
Please
married.
taste to what you are entering. Some women have fibroids, some women have disease, some women have problem. Check your engine before you buy them.
How do you know someone has fibroid from sex?
That's why I say do check your engine. I'm not safe from sex. When a woman has fibroid and you people are knocking, they always no my chief fat now. My infection me and man didn't well a womb. Nambiko. So my guys out there, check your engine before you buy motor. No go buy carton. If she not say she no want do, no marry him. Hey, fornication. No. God, we understand. We're already fornicating. We move.
We see you're a Christian and Christianity frowns at premarital
Now
sex.
everything we do for Bible we do. You choose the one we go fit follow the full 10 commandments. You choose the one where your power reach now. No be why God say forgive 70 times 7 times. The forgiveness not till we die. That forgiveness is not for strangers or your enemies, it's for your loved ones. So if we keep fornicating continues, we go chop pray and he forgive us. Like me, if I pray to God, I say, God, you all this handsome men with beard and chest to chest. Temptation, no. You understand? And remember, this Bible say once you have started lusting in your heart, there's some men and women that you will see that in your mind you have already knocked them. Bible say just knock.
Where in the Bible say just knock?
They say if you have done it in your mind, you have already done it. So just do it now.
But the Bible didn't say you should do it after. The Bible.
When you have done it in your heart, kuku do it now because it's the same punishment. Or what do you hear kuku in the Bible?
It's not the same punishment.
Who told? Did they have different punishment? Did they have different sessions of hellfire? Or did they have pre-hellfire?
If in the mind of a man, he feels like having sex with a woman.
And he has thought about it. He has done it.
If a man in his mind
You will
thinks,
make me to go and draw another tattoo now.
what do you want to write on this tattoo?
This one is fornication own. Don't tempt me.
Temptation is
So I
different
will
from
draw it
actual
here.
activity.
It's in your head already. Whatever you've conceived in your head and imagined, you've done it. That's what masturbation is about. Masturbation is not about what you use. Masturbation is what you imagine. You get some babes, some guys, they send WhatsApp to my PA or to my receptionist. Then don't come for blessing, see your head finish. You get some people who don't knock me finish.
Does anybody have your nudes?
Nobody. You can have my nude. I don't do that shit.
You've never sent your nude to anybody?
Nah.
So if your nudes ever leak tomorrow, what happens?
It's not me.
It was a Photoshop.
No, my nude cannot leak.
Cannot leak or does not exist.
It cannot even exist. Because I don't deal with boys. I deal with men.
That simply implies that you probably have, but you trust your partners.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't do sex videos, and I'm trying to say even the men don't even have time to start doing all those things. All those video leaking and naughty things are for small boys who just want to be adventurous. I want to say, I miss you when I travel. I want to be watching you. The kind of people that I date are people that are very mature. They don't even have strength for social media now.
Like how many people have you dated, Blessing?
Let's just say 5.
What's your body count?
My body count? Nah, I don't know. I'll still be virgin. I'll still be good girl because I'm not really a sex person.
Virgin means you've never had intercourse before penetration. Are you a virgin?
Yes, I am. I don't want to.
How can you be a virgin after
Mary not be virgin when she born Jesus?
No, you're not Mary.
I'm blessing see you. That's the difference.
That's no difference.
Because you don't see me for Bible. Or because you never see my name for Bible.
You have 2 children.
Uh-huh.
And you are married and you were married.
Mm-hmm.
So you are saying that you
Do
never
you know if it's egg that we put, must there be penetration?
Same you said you should taste your partner before you sleep, before you marry them.
I remember I told you it's not every advice. It's not everything I sell I use. So it's not every advice I give that I use too. There are people that have this advice.
So you've not had any kind of knowledge of any man, and no man has had a kind of knowledge of you.
My dear, this English you're speaking, I just said I was a virgin.
As a man penetrated you
it
before.
Could be from the back or the front. I am a virgin.
So you have anal sex?
I don't. When I say I'm a virgin, I say I'm a virgin. Just take it that way. You want to test? Should I open my leg for you to check?
I'm a virgin. I pass.
So 2 of us are virgins.
But mine is different. I have not given birth before.
Mary gave birth and she was a virgin. I have given the blessings to you as that second woman. I think give me him with difference. I have 2 children and I will still born more and still be a virgin.
All right. Last question. This time I mean it. A woman and a man broke up. Their marriage went down. Amongst other things. The woman says the way the man slaved himself on social media doesn't make her feel good. It's sort of embarrassing. What do you have to say?
What do you mean slave himself?
Like the man works for a popular artist or musician and he has to shout every time, hypes the man, lays down on the ground, prostrate for him the way the members of an entourage or an envoy of a popular person does.
Okay. So what do I think about that?
What do you think about
Did the woman not see that before she married him? Did she not see the prostrate? Did she not see all that before she married him? So how come you not marry him and you suddenly want him to stop what he has been doing or what he loves to do? I'm going to use my PA for example. She's behind the scene. She will always tell me, before she gets married, I have to approve the man. Some people have that loyalty. Yes. So if she got married to this guy, and this guy have been living this life, respect him and be loyal to the person. Because there's something people don't understand. You've seen that this person likes this person, is loyal to this person. If you want your husband to be happy, be loyal to that person too. Because he was doing it before he met you. If he wasn't doing it before he met you and started it different. But this is something he was doing. And it was all over social media. You're not going to say you don't know the person. Why is it an issue? You can't just come into a man's life and think you can automatically switch. That is the biggest problem about marriage. You think you will just come and change what somebody have been doing for decades. You are a joker. So you need to first of all, I tell people, learn how to follow them. I call it weaknesses and strength. For me, I'm very innovative. I'm very industrious, right? I know how to invest. But my man, he knows how to make money and he knows how to spend. So sometimes we always have conflict about that, the way he spends money. He can spend money buying a Gucci bag, and I'm like, you don't need, I prefer to put money in properties So we had this argument and he realized that I was a better investor. When he gets money, he says, baby, what do we do with this? He seeks my advice. So like I always say, if you're a woman and you see that there is something your husband do not like, the first, your husband does that you don't like. I'm going to use myself as an instant. Football, I don't watch football. But I notice that my man likes football. So whenever he's watching football, I just go and sit around him. I'll be asking him, who is this player? Who is this player? It helps us bond. I don't know if you understand me. Now, sometimes when I'm also watching my movies, you see him also come to join. So that's why I said, marriage is not for the weak. I'm not watching that football because I am happy watching it. I have something else, but I have understood that this is what makes him happy. When he's watching the African Magic with me, he's pressing his phone. I'll tell him, do you know this person? You say, yes, we will laugh, I will explain. So I'm going to say to those couples, you see a man doing something, you love him and you marry him for him. People don't change, they hide. It's called pattern. They hide. My father used to be a smoker while we were growing up. I remember how many times my mom is going to fight him not to smoke. My father was still smoking, but he was licking tom-tom and make sure that his mouth doesn't stink of cigarette. But he never stopped smoking until one day he stopped without my mom screaming. I asked him, why did you stop? He said he woke up one day and said, he just wants to stop smoking. It's for small boys. So now, this thing we always want to force our spouses to stop is things that they will willingly anytime. Some people, life have to teach them a lesson. Life has to show some people shaggy. Nobody changes because they love you. They hide when they love you. They become good hiders. Yes. That's why sometimes some women, my husband, when you see what your husband is doing, you want to faint because you already feel. I'm an open-minded person. I always tell my spouses, I'm very open-minded. Just tell me. Tell me, don't disrespect me. Let me be aware. I know that, okay, this is what you're capable of doing, but just respect me.
Okay. Are your parents still together?
Yes, they are.
What are the 5 pillars of marriage or relationship to work? Just
First of
mention
all,
them. Don't explain them. Just mention them.
Yeah. Communication,
Okay.
comprehension,
Okay.
financial stability,
Okay.
protection,
Okay.
and the most important is, I think what covers it all is kindness.
Kindness. Does your man make you happy in bed?
My man,
Yes.
I don't want to hustle. I made it run.
Now eat your own.
Mm.
But you're a virgin.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Blessings to you.
Thank you.